Species are the key to a successful ecosystem. Greater biodiversity results in greater stability in the habitat. However, certain species provide rather a greater threat to the environment. Invasive species are non-native organisms that are detrimental to nature's economy by disrupting forest life and causing big problems for activities such as agriculture. This issue is prevalent everywhere in the world, and in New Jersey, there are many invasive species that are becoming widespread. The New Jersey Invasive Species Strike Team is a nonprofit organization that specifically works to protect the state's native species from threats caused by invasive species. Mike Van Cleef serves as the Invasive Species Strike Team Program Director, and he co founded the strike team in 2008 in order to emphasize the importance of invasive species management. Mike has a long history in the evaluation and management of rare and invasive species, and his passion for nature continues to grow as he works to help the environment.
I guess even younger, I had an interest in, the natural world. And I realized that I was much more interested in the green side, the forest and fields and things like that. And, I just absolutely love it. There's just some people that really take to nature, and I'm one of them.
The spread of invasive species are mainly caused by human activities. When shipping vessels or containers, transporting wood, or even when walking in different regions of the world, invasive seeds or animals can accidentally attach to these objects. And when introduced to a new environment, they can have a detrimental effect.
The primary reason why they're bad is they break the food web. They become so abundant because things like deer don't eat them. There's no insects or pathogens that hurt them in any way, and they occupy space that has very little value to wildlife.
Invasive species can thrive almost anywhere in the world since they are capable of adapting to a new area quickly. However, more of these species are likely to be found in areas that have undergone anthropogenic activities.
Any place that has had more human impacts on it is sort of degraded in some other way, becomes very susceptible to invasion. So if you go up to northern Maine in the forest where there haven't been agricultural fields or a lot of people living, you find way less invasive species than a place like New Jersey.
The strike team works to prevent the spread of emerging invasive species across New Jersey. They do this by identifying the primary location of invasion and immediately work on reducing the negative impact invasive species have caused.
The strike team was sort of conceived to really address invasive species in the smartest way we can, rather than just saying, oh, invasive species are bad, let's go kill all of them. It's like, well, maybe we need to prioritize what we go after and where we go after it, so that we have the greatest chance of successfully protecting the areas that have the greatest chance of long-term survival.
The rate in which these species are emerging is rapid, and invasive species are capable of causing native plants and animals to become extinct by altering their habitats or limiting their resources.
Invasive species, among other things, is why the number of individual birds has dropped in half in the last 50 years. There's been also very dramatic crashes in the insect population in the last 50 years. So, you see those statistics and they're quite scary and depressing, but, it just makes you want to do more. What you realize is that the scope of the damage that people have caused is just tremendous. And when you broke something, you try to fix it. And, we've broken this and we should be trying to fix it.
There are many ways to help sustain the growth of native plants, such as replacing your front lawn with a variety of indigenous species.
We're fortunate that a lot of insects and things, they don't need to be in some forest 1,000 miles away from someone to live. They can live right next to your front door. Enough people doing that, you planting native plants, you're giving something back that was taken a long time ago. Your house used to be habitat, and we could still live there and make it much better habitat than a large expanse of green grass, for example, which is pretty much useless to any other animal other than us.
The strike team also provides opportunities for the public to help out with the management of invasive species.
People individually could volunteer with the strike team and, even just making your land around you a healthier ecological place is a fantastic service that you can give back.
So far, the strike team's hard work has largely helped reduce the impact of invasive species across New Jersey, and hopefully, this issue will not be as prevalent in the future. This has been Yutika Rajesh with WWPH TV.